I think what we've learned here is not about them, but you and your mom are very powerful women.
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 20 times Ashton Kutcher and Mila Kunis made us believe in love.
But I caught you at the counter.
Wasn't me.
Saw you snacking on the sofa.
Wasn't me.
For this list, we're looking at the cutest, funniest, and most iconic moments this real-life couple shared that made us believe they're in it for the long haul. What couple name would you give to this Hollywood duo? Let us know in the comments. Number 20, when Mila tried to play coy about the relationship and failed. Ellen got a bit of a rep when it came to getting the goss on celebrity love lives.
I don't know if there's anyone in your life or not, so I'm not going to push on that. Let's just change the subject entirely. So, you were on that show, that 70s show, and I'm just wondering, do you keep in touch with that cast at all?
Unfortunately for Mila Kunis, Valentine's Day was right around the corner, and Ellen DeGeneres used the romantic holiday to breezily segue into the subject. Now, at this point, the duo was dating on the down low, yet Kunis's nervous laughter was so unsubtle that she might as well have just confessed.
How is he doing, I wonder? Have you talked to him at all? Just recently, I don't know when's the last time you talked to him? I don't know, I'm just asking.
The host tries another more pointed angle, reducing the actress to a giggling mess. A couple of years later, she also tried to play coy about her relationship status on The Late Late Show, but we couldn't take our eyes off her ring finger.
Did you get married? What do you mean? Let me look at your hand. Boy. Oh, you got married! They got married, everybody!
Number 19, when they bought Kristen Bell and Dax Shepard this Christmas present. Imagine you're about to get into the shower and two of Hollywood's finest specimens are staring back at you. Well, if you ever visit the Bell Shepard home, that very well could be the case thanks to this hilarious holiday present gifted to them by their good friends Ashton and Mila. Apparently, this was an inside joke following Kunis' appearance on Shepard's podcast Armchair Expert, where she used the host's attic bathroom even though it didn't have a door. This gift proves the couple's generosity is only matched by their sense of humor. And hey, what are the chances that Bell and Shepard would already have one of those anyway? Number 18, when they started attending sporting events together. Whether they're cheering on the Los Angeles Lakers or making googly eyes at each other at a Chicago Bears game, this duo are devoted sports fans. Indeed, they are no strangers to an arena and have opted to attend various sporting events for many a date night. And we're not talking casual sports fans who wouldn't know their three-point line from their triple play. We're talking hardcore supporters who even wore matching personalized jerseys while watching the National League Championship Series between the Chicago Cubs and the LA Dodgers. The pair was even caught on the kiss cam at a hockey game at the Staples Center. Number 17, when Mila talked about Ashton's carrot, or is it beer can? During a visit to The Late Late Show, Kunis joined host James Corden and Bad Moms co-star Christina Applegate for a round of Spill Your Guts or Fill Your Guts.
I will be asking Mila questions. You will be asking Christina. Christina, you will be asking me.
Okay.
Everyone clear? All right, so Mila, you are first.
Straight off the bat, Corden dives in with a question about her husband's, What follows is a hilarious misunderstanding where Kunis learns that her response was not the compliment she thought it was.
Carrot stick.
Well, I'm thinking, but beer cans are short.
It's so funny that she almost distracts us from the fact that she just shared a rather intimate detail about Kutcher on national television. Luckily, Corden helps her out and guides her toward the correct answer.
I'm thinking short and stubby.
You're thinking a little stubby, yeah.
Yes, but no, like a bit like a Guinness.
Well, you learn something new every day. Number 16, when they showed their competitive streak in a ping pong tournament. We've already mentioned that this couple are avid sports spectators, but they also share a fiercely competitive spirit. 2022 marked the 8th annual Ping Pong for Purpose tournament, and that year's event was held at the Dodger Stadium in Los Angeles. This actually wasn't the pair's first appearance at the charity event, as they were spotted serving up a lot of fun in 2018.
Ashton and Mila were there too, getting their game on.
This time around, the duo continued the trend, getting super animated throughout the game and enthusiastically celebrating their victory. According to eyewitnesses, The pair unleashed their competitive streak and were each other's biggest cheerleaders anytime the other scored points. It's a great way to raise awareness and funds for at-risk children. And the fact that it looks like they're having the best time is just the cherry on top. Number 15, when they had a stronger date night game than everyone else. When Mila Kunis and Ashton Kutcher have date night, they pull out all the stops. In addition to sports, the couple has been spotted at all sorts of events, including charity nights, comedy clubs, dinners, movie theaters, and more.
And so we started doing these like Zoom dates with our friends, and we would have like dinner together or have drinks together.
Although they're not opposed to an evening at home or keeping things casual in what Kunis calls a white t-shirt night either. She shared that for them, a romantic excursion simply means doing, quote, something that you love to do. Their dates sound so fun and varied and a great way to keep their relationship thriving. We see this couple in it for life, no matter what the internet might say.
It's over between us?
Yeah.
Oh my God, what are we gonna do?
I felt suffocated.
You felt suffocated by me? Oh, I was just so overbearing, wasn't I?
Number 14, when Ashton shared the story of the first I love you. There are relationship milestones that you'll remember for the rest of your life. And if you're lucky, it'll be a story worth sharing with your children and grandchildren. Or if you're Mila Kunis and Ashton Kutcher, it'll make a great talk show anecdote.
I heard that Ashton recently, he talked about the first time he said, I love you, and he said he was super drunk.
The couple respectively shared the story of how Kutcher was pretty sloshed when he first slurred out those 3 magical words. Apparently, while listening to You and Tequila, he drunkenly turned up at Kunis' home in the middle of the night to profess his love.
3 months into our relationship, he like showed up in my house at 2 o'clock in the morning, and he was like, I love you so much. And I was like, oh Lord, have mercy. I was like, go to bed. And he goes, no, I love you so much.
His declaration didn't exactly sweep her off her feet, but while the tequila-fueled buzz eventually wore off, his feelings did not.
She's like, don't say it if you don't mean it. Are you gonna love me in the morning when you wake up from this hangover? And I woke up the next morning.
Well,
So
I had no idea.
Number 13, when they starred in the Cheetos Super Bowl 55 commercial. The Super Bowl has boasted some of the most memorable commercials, and this one from 2021 ranks pretty high.
Did you steal my Cheetos again?
Just tell him it wasn't you.
Ashton plays a Cheeto-hungry man who suspects his partner, played by Kunis, of stealing his snack. Kunis takes inspiration from musician Shaggy, who incidentally also appears throughout the commercial, as she denies these allegations.
If she asks where they are, you say forget her. Never admit to a word, and please don't upset her.
Kunis said that she and Kutcher tried to keep their professional lives separate, but bonded over how funny they found the script.
So we both read it independently and then ran into each other in the house, and I was like, hey, did you read this thing? And he was like, yeah, it's really funny. And I was like, I know. And then that was it. And we're like, all right, let's do it.
It's adorable, hysterical, and just what we needed after such a turbulent year.
Well, did you?
Wasn't me.
Oh. Okay.
Well, that's the first time that's ever worked.
What a great blast from the past. Who had Kunis, Kutcher, and Shaggy teaming up on their 2021 bingo cards? It wasn't us. Number 12, when they couldn't stop laughing during this viral couples quiz. In 2022, social media was abuzz with couples filming themselves responding to a relationship quiz. This power couple was a few months late to the party, but that didn't stop them from sharing this hilariously cute video of them playing along. They both have their eyes shut, so they seemingly can't see how the other's responding, and yet they're still chuckling throughout. It's also eye-opening to see how they both view their relationship.
Works out more. Who requires more attention?
A year earlier, they also shared a clip of Kunis adorably giggling throughout a pop culture quiz.
Hey babe.
Yeah.
What's blockchain?
It's like what information's stored on.
Well, you know what they say, the couple who quizzes together stays together. Okay, they don't say that, but they should. Number 11, when they got married in secret. Their relationship has always been shrouded in mystery, but that didn't stop them from having some fun with their fans along the way. From a cryptic New Year greeting celebrating 2015 to a mystery band on Mila's ring finger when she visited The Late Late Show, they've made sure to keep us all guessing.
No one's maybe got married. You've either got married or you haven't got married. Have you got married?
The couple actually got hitched July 4th weekend 2015, And according to the groom, it was a ninja operation to make sure that their wedding remained a private, top-secret event.
It was a ninja effort. We really didn't want helicopters at our wedding, and it's a legitimate concern.
Number 10, when they presented an award together.
When I was pregnant, I had this app that told me every day how big my daughter was. The size of a guava, size of an avocado, and eventually she got too enormous to be compared to a fruit.
It's amazing how relatable this couple comes across, even at an event known as the Oscars of Science. They couldn't have looked happier as they stepped out on stage together to entertain the audience at the annual Breakthrough Prize ceremony with an anecdote about how technology helped them get to know their fetus better, using a nifty app.
I can confirm that Mila was totally obsessed with the fruit app.
Their story reminds us all just how much work goes into things that we usually take for granted. Even their presentation of the actual award was brimming with personality.
We're revealing the mechanism that controls the separation of chromosomes in cell division and prevents genetic diseases such as cancer. No big deal, guys.
Number 9, when they reunited on 2.5 Men.
Vivian.
That's a beautiful name.
Thank you. My parents got it from that 70s show. What was it called? Maud!
When Mila Kunis guest starred on the show, the writers had some fun with all the rumors surrounding the couple's relationship.
I'd never date an actress. They're all crazy.
I'm sure they're not all crazy.
Trust me, they are.
Kunis plays Vivian, a free-spirited traveler who shows up at Walden's house. And it's hilarious as she and Walden have a very tongue-in-cheek conversation about celebrity culture and who's dating who in such a nonchalant way.
I don't get this whole fascination with celebrities anyway. I mean, who cares who's dating whom or who's engaged to who or who has a sex tape that no one will ever see?
The show even managed to get her into a wedding dress. At this point, the couple hadn't gone public yet, but we'd only need to look at their chemistry to know the truth.
Are you gonna be okay?
I do think I'm gonna be okay.
Number 8, when they played a couple in the movie within a movie in Annie. Putting the teaser in teaser trailer, Moonquake Lake looked all set to be the big blockbuster of 2015. The only catch was, it was all fake.
Things happen for a reason.
Says the boy who doesn't have to go home to the moon every night.
They don't go.
You know, it's not my choice.
As Simon Goodspeed and Andrea Alvin, Kutcher and Kunis supposedly starred in this Twilight-esque Hollywood blockbuster alongside Rihanna in the role of a blue, evil lizard-like creature.
You succeed, and your mother will be set free. If not...
Sadly, we'll never know if these lovebirds found their happy ending. But we can only imagine the amount of fun the couple had acting together and poking fun at the melodrama of the teen sci-fi romance genre. Number 7, when they appeared on The Bachelorette. The two Bachelorette superfans could not have been more excited to spend their date night making a guest appearance on the show.
Monday nights for us are
A white wine, vodka tonic,
yep, turn on
Bachelor
The Bachelor,
or
Bachelorette.
Ever since there was some guy named Jared who apparently looked like me, we've been watching the show.
Including Paradise.
With Ashton leading the way in his trophy husband t-shirt, the couple was tasked with creating an obstacle course for the men to prove they were husband material. But it all goes hysterically wrong, much to their delight.
It's not plugged in! You gotta plug in your vacuum!
Ashton isn't optimistic that any of the bachelors are husband material, and Mila is about to disagree when Ashton says something that leaves her almost speechless.
You're rushing things, babe. You gotta take things slow.
You know
They
what?
only have 6 weeks.
I knew on day one.
I mean, someone's definitely getting laid tonight.
Number 6, when Ashton recorded Mila a cute red carpet message. When both parents have a busy schedule, finding that work-family balance can be tricky. But it seems Ashton and Mila are a well-oiled machine. When Mila went to celebrate the premiere of her latest movie, Jupiter Ascending, Ashton stayed behind to put their daughter to bed.
He just put her down to sleep. He is here. Or on his way, I should say. But yes, his daddy duty was to put the baby to bed.
However, while talking to Entertainment Tonight, it was revealed that he had recorded a short and ever so sweet message that showed just how proud of and in love with Mila he was. And her response was equally adorable.
I think I'll just keep it simple and just say break a leg. And I know it's gonna be amazing. and you have nothing to be nervous about, and you look stunning.
I mean, how do you not love him, right?
Number 5, when they supported and raised funds for Ukraine. In addition to being actors and entrepreneurs, this power couple is known for their altruism. In 2020, they launched their own quarantine wine and donated all of the proceeds to COVID-19 relief services.
Hey guys.
Hi.
We are launching quarantine wine.
100%, that's right, 100% of the profits will go to a handful of charities that we have vetted for you.
Then in 2022, they kickstarted a GoFundMe campaign with Airbnb and Flexport to help displaced Ukrainians following Russia's invasion.
We're raising funds to support a relief effort that will have immediate impact and supply much-needed refugee and humanitarian aid to the area.
Of course, this issue is close to Kunis' heart, since she was born in Chernivtsi, now considered part of Ukraine, before her family emigrated to the US when she was a child. The couple reportedly donated $3 million to their crowd fundraiser, and with the support of their followers and leading Silicon Valley dignitaries, they surpassed their initial $30 million target.
An amazing amount of you have donated to this, and so we just wanted to show you and tell you where and how your money is all being spent.
Number 4, when Ashton surprised Mila on the Ellen DeGeneres show. We'll take one celebrity power couple and raise you one more. When Mila and Kristen Bell were on the show promoting Bad Moms, Ellen helped their husbands deliver a unique Mother's Day message.
Happy Mother's Day!
Happy Mother's Day! We put babies in you.
Yeah!
And then they came out.
You gave them to us and we thank you.
And now they're in the world!
Before they've even finished laughing, Ashton and Dax surprise their wives as they arrive in person, each holding a bouquet of flowers.
One more surprise.
However, all 4 get more than they bargained for when Ellen challenges them to a couple's version of Never Have I Ever. And let's just say we learned some interesting stuff about both couples.
Never have we ever hooked up on set.
Number 3, when their honeymoon didn't go quite to plan.
If you've ever seen the National Lampoon movies,
Yeah.
our honeymoon was like a real-life National Lampoon's honeymoon. I'm not exaggerating, I'm not saying it for a laugh.
When you think about your dream honeymoon, you probably don't picture an RV trip with your in-laws and baby daughter in tow, but that is exactly how these newlyweds spent theirs. The trip was far from relaxing, with one thing after another going very, very wrong, and even resulting in a near-death experience.
We almost died on the side of the road when Apple Maps took us on a road. It wasn't a road. It was a fire road on the side of a mountain. We all had to jump out of the vehicle and walk for like 3 miles.
The final straw was when Ashton's mom, acting as a location scout, somehow chose a spot right by some prisons, which unsurprisingly killed the honeymoon vibe, and the couple had to admit defeat.
With 2 prisons, okay? Yes, guys, that is where our RV trip ended. And my husband looked at me and goes, I quit. And I was like, me too.
Number 2, when Ashton was Mila's first kiss.
I think it was her first kiss.
Yeah,
like
on TV.
On the show. Like
Right.
we have our first kiss like memorialized on a TV show.
It was hardly love at first sight, but almost like it was written in the stars. Mila was 14 when that 70s show started. And who played her boyfriend and first kiss both on and off screen? That's right, her future husband, Ashton Kutcher.
Love her.
Oh, yeah.
Please stop touching each other. It gives me needs.
Kutcher was 19 and recalls the awkwardness of it all, whereas Mila was both super nervous and excited to kiss her secret crush.
But was it weird kissing a 14-year-old at that point?
Yeah, it was really weird. I was like, wait, isn't this illegal? Like, can I?
It may not have been happily ever after for Jackie and Kelso on that show, but the moment it all began will be forever documented on screen. Almost 17 years later, we got to see what happened to their characters when they reprised their roles in the 2023 sequel series, That 90s Show. Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1, when they admitted they started as friends with benefits. Boy meets girl, boy and girl decide to be friends with benefits, both get feelings for each other, and as they say, the rest is history.
And then he turned around and I went, oh, And then that moment that you hear or see in movies where like your heart skips a beat, and it happened with Ashton, and I was like, stop it. Like I was like, no.
Not only was this the plot to both 2011 movies No Strings Attached and Friends with Benefits, starring Ashton and Mila respectively, it's also how their own relationship kicked off.
We both did a movie. I did a movie called Friends with Benefits, and he did a movie called No Strings Attached.
Yes.
And if we would have just paid attention to how those movies turned out, we would know that we can't go into a relationship this way.
When Mila realized that she had feelings for her buddy, she called the whole thing off, only for him to turn up at her door and ask her to move in with him.
We literally shook hands. We're like, we're gonna have fun because we're both single and young. 3 months later, we're living together. 6 months later, we're like married and have a kid. Like literally, we clearly didn't watch the end of either one of our movies.
Does it get more Hollywood rom-com than that? Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo. And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.